Hello, everyone. How are you feeling? It's Monday. It's noon here in the UK. Not sure what time it is with you, but I do hope that you're happy and feeling excited about the week ahead. So please do take a moment to say hello in the comments. Let me know what you are most excited about for the coming week. Of course, there are some sporting fixtures that you may be excited about. The football I'm thinking of. We also have the Olympics coming up as well soon. But let me know what you're excited about, what your plans are this week. And I look forward to reading your comments. I've got Kiara here. Hello. It's lovely to see you. And lots of you also jumping in to say hi. So we're going to be doing some pronunciation of the 50 most common English phrases. So these are the kinds of things that we say all the time. And what better place to start? There is no better place to start than with the vocabulary we use all the time. So some of this is going to be really short and sweet phrases, but these are the kinds of things that we use on a daily basis. So good to get the basics nailed. If you nail something, then you get it absolutely right. So let's nail the basics. If you have any questions as we're going through this live stream, feel free to add them into the comments, and I'll try my best to keep an eye on the comments and make sure I'm responding to you. Where are you from? So the question should be, where are you from? Where are you from? Question mark. Where are you from? I am from the UK, from England. I was born in the north of England. I now live in Greater London, down in the south of England. And yes, that's my story. Where are you from? That's the question. Okay, so let's start the list. Number one on the list, good for getting people's attention, is the phrase, excuse me. Excuse me. Now, this is often shortened to simply, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. So that's what I tend to say, excuse me. And this can be used in other ways as well. So if you are trying to get someone's attention, you'd say, excuse me. But if you are also trying to get past someone, if you're in London, you'll need to use this a lot. So if you're trying to get past someone, someone's in your way, maybe you're on the tube or the train and it's quite busy and you need to get off, then you need to get past people, but in a way that doesn't cause aggravation. So you don't want to just push someone. So what we do is say, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. So the full phrase is, excuse me. Notice that S is pronounced as a Z. Excuse me. I'm just putting up the phonetics for you now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. But like I said, we often shorten it to simply, excuse me. So for attention, to let someone know that you need to get past, excuse me, sorry. But you may also use it to kind of say sorry, especially if you have a bodily function and, and you didn't mean to, like if you pass wind from your rear end or if you burp. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. So it's a way of apologizing as well. You could also use it if you are asking for someone to repeat themselves. So if you hear something that you think is very rude, someone says something about you and you hear it and you're angry, then you might say, excuse me? Basically saying, I can't believe what I just heard. Can you repeat that? I'm actually quite cross. If my children talk to me in a rude way, then sometimes I'd say to them, excuse me, who do you think you're talking to? So it's like saying I'm sorry, but in a way that's not apologetic. You're not apologizing. You're saying, I can't believe my ears. What are you saying? Excuse me. Okay, so excuse me is the most common, or excuse me if you are doing the full phrase. Okay, so I said this a number of times. So let's look at this quickly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We use this a lot. We like to apologize, even for things that we are actually not sorry for or things that don't need an apology. We apologize a lot. It's just part of our culture. Someone bangs into me in the street, it's their fault. They've run into me, they knock my bags. I go, oh, sorry. Why am I apologizing? It's just the way we are. We apologize for everything. Okay, so what I want you to pay attention to here is the contraction of I am. I am becomes I'm. Notice that movement. We don't want it to sound like am, simply am, which is what I hear a lot. We want I'm sorry. And the first vowel in sorry is o, so. And the final sound, the Y ending, is always a smiley E. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Fantastic. Right. So let's move on to the next phrase. Number 3. Now, at the end, I will bring you guys in to help me with some dialogue. Okay. So it's not just about a listicle today. We are going to do some dialogue as well. Kiara, what are you saying? Yesterday, I was in London. Fantastic. Did you have a nice time while you were here in London, Kiara? I slipped and was about to fall. A woman 2 meters, so you'd say 2 meters ahead of me or 2 meters away from me rather than 2 meters far. So 2 meters away or 2 meters ahead. 2 meters away from me, got scared and said sorry. It's funny, isn't it? Why did we apologize so much? You were falling and she said sorry, even though she was nowhere near you. Fabrice, I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, sorry to be late. So we use sorry a lot, don't we? Okay, Yasar, where are you from? So at the beginning, I covered this. I'm from the north of England and I now live in the south of England. Okay, so the next phrase on the list is that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So we use this a lot. We use this to make someone feel all right about something. So if someone's apologizing for something, they've told you they can't deliver on their promise, or they'd agreed to meet with you, or they'd agreed to finish a project by a certain time. Now they can't, and they feel bad about it. So they're telling you, and you want to make them feel better. So you'd simply say, that's okay. That's okay. Or you invite them to your party or your picnic and they say they can't make it. And they might say, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can't come this weekend. That's okay. So we use it to mean, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all right. I'm not angry. But we can also use it while meaning we're angry, but just saying something different. It's typical British behavior. Is it the same in your country? Do you have things that people say but don't mean? So you have to take it on the tone of voice and the context. So for example, if we are best friends and you forget my birthday and you say, oh, I forgot your birthday. I'm so sorry. And I say, that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Then obviously it's not okay. And obviously it does matter. You can tell by the tone of my voice and by my body language. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, so you have to take it from the tone. So the th, the tongue between the teeth, it's voiced. That's, and then we have that ts sound. That's so. That's so. So the diphthong sound at the beginning of okay, we have to get the rounded sound. Oh, oh, okay. Then we have another diphthong, a moving vowel. A. So there's a lot of movement to the mouth for this very simple phrase. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So the more you can work your mouth, the more movement and space that you can introduce, the better, because you'll be clearer. You'll probably slow down, which is great because we all speak a little too fast. And so we should all take time. It also suggests more confidence if you are a little more steady on your pace. If people speak fast, it suggests that they're not confident, they're anxious. They want to finish quickly and stop talking. So slow down, make more movement with the mouth, make more space inside the mouth, and it will serve you very, very well. Okay, fantastic. That's okay. So far we've had excuse me or simply excuse me. We've had I'm sorry, and we've had that's okay. Another way to say that's okay is no problem. No problem. We use this regularly. No problem. And this normally does mean it's fine. Although you might find someone being a little sarcastic. No problem. But normally, if I say no problem, I mean it's actually okay. It's fine. Don't worry. No problem. Or it might be a way of signing off on an arrangement. So if you say to me, Anna, we're really busy today. Do you mind? I know I wouldn't normally ask you to do this, but do you mind making tea for everybody? I know you're not the tea lady, but could you make tea for everybody? No problem. Means yes, that's fine. I can do it. Yes. No problem. That's cool. So we have O in no, the same as O in okay. No. No pro. And then the O in problem is O. Pro. B, l, b, l. So you want to make sure you get that L sound. The L is so problematic for people. Often it's just the placement of the tongue is not quite right. So making sure that the tongue tip is touching the roof of the mouth, just behind the top teeth, but not touching the teeth. L, l, problem, 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 no problem. No problem. No problem. Okay? Wonderful. Now, when you have finished meeting with someone or when they are leaving you, then you'll probably say, when I can get it up, see you later. See you later. Now, this might be shortened to simply see ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. But we tend to say see you later in full. Either or, they're both quite common. See, long E, see you, see you. Notice how they run together. Many students dislocate the words. So many students say the individual words, but they're not joined together. To sound more fluid and fluent, you want to start getting used to where we join the words together. And phrases like this are often joined. See you, see you, see. And it's perfect. The tongue is in the right place. See you later. No break in the sound. See you later. In later, we have the diphthong A, so you need more space. Later. The ending, ER endings, as they're written ER, are normally replaced by a schwa sound. So a neutral sound. Later. Later. So just relax the end. We don't want an R pronunciation. We don't want later, unless you're going for American. Later. We don't want that. Later for British English. Later. See you later. See you later. Fantastic. So just coming back to the word problem. No problem. Do we pronounce the R? Yeah, can you hear it? Problem. So the R is the tongue bunched. It makes that kind of awkward sound. Problem. So yes. Otherwise it'd be problem. No problem, and that sounds unusual. Problem. No problem. Okay. Any other questions that I missed? Let me just have a quick look. Sorry, lots of comments because I'm streaming both on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So lots of comments to sift through here. Does shadowing good for pronunciation? So it should be is something good for. So is water good for dehydration? Yes. Is basil good for pasta? Yes, absolutely. Is sleep good for your health? Yes. So is something good for? Is shadowing good for pronunciation? Absolutely. Because with pronunciation, it's not just about individual sounds. It's also about the intonation. It's about the phrasing. It's about connected speech. So there are many other factors that in most cases come naturally to you if you just listen enough and mimic. So speaking at the same time as your model, as your example piece. I always recommend to my students to take a piece of audio like a podcast, by which I mean the English Like a Native podcast, which if you haven't discovered, then check it out. The English Like a Native podcast, daily content there for you to improve your English. So you might take an episode of that podcast, take a couple of paragraphs, get the transcript, and then listen to it until you're completely familiar with it, and then speak at the same time as I speak so that you get the same rhythm, you get the same connection in the words, and hopefully the same stresses. Okay? So absolutely, shadowing is great for pronunciation. Do I have any online courses? Yes, I do. If you're interested in any courses, whether it's fluency, pronunciation, or if you simply need more practice, like speaking practice, then there's a lot available for you over at englishlikeanative.co.uk. All right, so let's carry on. So one thing you might say to someone once you said, see you later, or see you, or simply see ya. Sometimes we change the see you to see ya. See ya, see ya. Then you might tell them to have a nice day. If you work in public services, so if you live and work here in the UK, or if you work in a company where you're interacting with clients that are English speaking, then this is a typical nicety that you would say at the end of your interaction. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. It's just a polite way to kind of end your interaction. Have a nice day. See you later. If you're going to see them again, see you later. Otherwise, simply have a nice day. Okay, have. I often find this V is underutilized. It doesn't have enough muscularity, and that can end up sounding like an F. Half. We don't want it to sound like half. Have. Add the A onto the word have. So join them together. Have. Have a nice. Have a nice. Notice again, no break in the sound. Have a nice. Have a nice. Make sure with the I in nice, we have this open mouth. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Okay. And I do hope that you have a nice day. Fantastic. Okay. Let me bring this down. Okay, Stanley, what have you said? Great to see you again. You look great. Oh, thank you very much. I've had some sleep. Had some good sleep lately. That helps. How about these two idioms? Wind up and wind down. Okay, so I will address this quickly because I'll lose the question otherwise. So to wind up, these are phrasal verbs. So to wind up, if you wind someone up, it usually means you're antagonizing them, you're making them feel agitated, usually on purpose. So my youngest son tends to wind up my eldest son. So he does things that he knows will upset him and make him feel more and more angry and frustrated. He does it on purpose. Sometimes we do things that aggravate others and it's not on purpose. So some people like to click their pen a lot when they're thinking, and it can wind others up. If you're in an office, you're sharing a workspace and someone's doing this, you'll get really angry really quickly and you'll say, can you stop doing that? It's really winding me up. Okay. To wind down is not correlated. It's not related to wind up at all. Well, I guess it is actually, if you think about it on a base level. But someone will wind you up usually. So it comes from an external force. So it's usually a person winding up another person or a dog barking. When I try to record my podcast in the evenings, because it's normally quieter in the evenings, there's no people using power tools as I usually have in the daytime. But in the evening, there's a dog that lives close to my house and he starts barking endlessly in the evening for about an hour. And that really winds me up. So the dog barking winds me up. To wind down is something you kind of do for yourself. So winding down is about relaxing. So at the end of the day, you need to wind down. Okay, you might take a nice bath. You might listen to some music, have a nice conversation with your partner, get any stresses and worries off your mind by talking them through. And that allows you to wind down. Okay, so sorry, that was slightly off on a tangent. Please save any more questions that are unrelated to pronunciation. Save them to the end, and then I can address them all together. What's the podcast name? English Like a Native Podcast. English Like a Native Podcast. If you just go to any podcasting streaming service, you just type in English Like a Native or English Like a Native Podcast, you will find the show there. Okay, so we've talked about two sign-offs that we regularly use. See you later and have a nice day. But another very common one is take care. Take care. Now, hang on, put it up again. This one, we can use it actually in place of goodbye. So, okay, see you later. Take care. So we sometimes don't even say goodbye, but we would say something like see you later or take care. If you're not going to see them later, then take care might be the preferred option. Take care. Take care. And it's just again, it's a nicety. It's like look after yourself. Be careful in your life. You could see it as warning someone to be very careful, which seems odd, but we just see it as a way of saying goodbye. Take care. Okay, take care. Take care now. Some people add now on the end. Take care now. So take care. We have again these diphthongs. Take. Make sure we're doing these ending plosive sounds. These are often missed. So we don't want take care. We don't want take care. We want take. Take it. Take care. So really hit that K nice and hard. Take care. Now you'll notice we have in take care a K ending take and a K sound starting care. Therefore, they join together to make one strong K. Take care. Take care. Take care. Okay, take care. Fantastic. All right. So if you've just met someone and you don't know their name, then you're probably going to ask them, what's your name? So if you're in the habit of meeting new people regularly, then this is a question that you'll use a lot. What's your name? What's your name? I was thinking about this earlier. It's quite interesting that what's your name? What's your name? We don't tend to stress your, but if you're in a group or if you're with children, you do tend to stress your with children. So if I was meeting some of my son's friends, and I know most of them, but there's one child I don't know the name of, then I might say, what's your name? What's your name? Now notice I'm not pronouncing the R. I'm just giving a long or vowel. The lower jaw is dropped. Or lips are rounded. Your tongue is high for the y sound. Your. What's your name? And what's your name? So that's how I would ask a child. If we're in a group and there's a lot of people, then I may also put the stress on your if I'm asking a few people, hi, yes, my name's Anna. And you? Okay, David, nice to meet you, David. Sorry, and what's your name? What's your name? So if there's multiples in the room and we're all getting to know each other, then I may stress your. Otherwise, it would be quite weak. What's your name? What's your name? And then what happens if you're not stressing your? What's your name? What's your name? Can you hear what's happening? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Y, the or vowel becomes a schwa. So it becomes y. What's your name? Sorry, what's your name? 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 Okay. And just always remember as well the A diphthong in name. A. So what's your name? Okay. So then we've got oh, hang on. Let me just answer this question. Can we say, see you later, alligator, or is it too informal? You can use it, but it's definitely informal. Don't use it in the office. It would be very unusual to hear that in a kind of business or professional setting. So see you later, alligator is something that you might say to your friends, to your family. You could definitely use it with children. Children find that kind of thing fun. And in response to that, they might say, in a while, crocodile. So see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Okay. Definitely informal. Okay. So something we like to talk about here in the UK, the weather. How's the weather? How's the weather? How's the weather? This is tricky. The word weather on its own is tricky. So it's tricky because some people struggle with the W. You need to make sure that you're not touching the top teeth with your bottom lip on the W. It's just lips rounded. Where, and then it's a TH, so the tongue is out. The weather, 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 weather. How's. So with how, we have big mouth, diphthong, ow. Ow. I always think about this like if you've hurt yourself, you open your mouth wide because you're taking a gasp. Ow. How. Don't constrict the H. Some people might do a h sound in their native language. In British English, H is completely breathy, no constriction. How, house, house, house. Notice the S is a Z. House the. This is where it gets tricky. A Z sound into a TH. So Z, which is replacing the S in house. The S is made with the tongue tip on the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. Z, z, z. That's the same for an S or a Z. S, z. And then the TH is the tongue between the teeth. The. So we have to do this movement. How's the. That tongue is moving. It's a very quick movement. How's the weather? Oh, what a mouthful. How's the weather? Okay. The weather today is miserable. You would not believe what the weather is like here in the UK at the moment. You'd think it was the autumn or the winter, because this is, literally, it looks like we're going to have another storm. It's been raining a lot. It's cold. I've got my jumper on. The sky literally now is black. The wind is blowing. Just miserable. And I'm sure it's going to start raining any minute now. Okay. Pronunciation difference between there, and there. No difference. There. So you have the diphthong air, with a TH at the beginning. There. They're there with their parents. They're there with their parents. They're there. They're over there with their parents. Kiara, you were in London. Yes, you were shocked by the weather in London. Yes, we're all shocked. We're all shocked and dismayed. Very upset about it. Okay. So the weather at the moment, as I just said, is likely to turn to rain. So we'd say it's raining. It's. That contraction, it is. Don't be scared of contractions. Lots of people will see this written and say, it is. Don't do that. Contractions are there to help you in spoken English. They're there to make your words flow, and it makes you sound more natural. So embrace contractions. It's raining. Rain. We've got this raining. The ing must be pronounced with the back of the tongue high. Not like an N when you have it. So if I say the word in, then that's a completely different position for the tongue. Nelson, you're asking if we are live. Yes, we are live. Okay, so in, in, tongue tip is on the roof of the mouth. So that's the front of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The back of the tongue goes up to the roof of the mouth when it's an ing. So let's have this. Versus ing. So in versus ing. In versus ing. In. So let's say we were going to look at the difference between these two sentences. So we've got talk in class, talk in, and that would be talkin. So the K would carry over and it'd be talkin class. Let's talk in class. Let's talk in class. That's the first one. But the second one, talking, we're talking in class. Tricky. So now I'm just going to give you these two to give you a direct comparison. First one, talking. Second one, talking. Now, you'll hear I did a tiny little release of a g sound there, and that's how you find, if you struggle with this difference between an in and an ing, I always recommend practicing by doing a hard release of the g sound. Eventually, you don't want that. Eventually, you want to take that release away because you don't want to be like saying talking, walking, but it helps you get the position of the tongue in the right place. So first one, talking. Second one, talking. Once you've got that position, you can take it away and just think of it. Talking. I'm talking in class. So you should not talk in class while I'm talking. Okay. Okay, so let me bring it back to raining. It's the ing, so the back of the tongue high. Raining. It's raining. Okay. It's also here. It's also cold. Oh. So we wouldn't say cold. Some people also struggle with this L in this word. Cod. We don't want that. So we've got this O sounding cold. So it's like it does this movement. We've got O, so wide, and close it up to bring the tongue tip up for the L. Cold. Now, what we don't want is this dark L, which is a L, to sound like a light L. So if you're not used to doing the L sound, what will probably happen is you'll start moving the tongue tip up and you'll make a light L sound. So the difference is light L, dark L, Can you hear it? It's got a darker sound. The sound is further back. And basically, it's just more of the tongue is high and in a relaxed position, almost all against the roof of the mouth. Whereas you'll notice how my mouth actually became more of a smile with a light L. Lovely, love, little, light, la. I've got a smile because it's forward and I need more space in the mouth. But with a dark L, everything's more relaxed. So bring more of the tongue up. Cold. It's cold. We're often cold here in the UK. Okay, so are there any expressions that are equivalent to it's pouring down, except the expression it's raining cats and dogs, which is never used by English speakers? There are many opportunities to talk about rain in different ways in the UK. We can say it's chucking it down, it's bucketing it down, you could say it's pouring. I did a short on it recently, actually, expressing all the different types of ways to say it's raining. There are rude ways as well, which if you check out my Instagram, you'll find that me wearing a rain mac, a yellow rain mac. So if you look for that reel, then you'll find some opportunities, some different options to talk about the weather. Okay, so If you are new here, then please just take a moment to hit the like button and don't forget to follow or subscribe so you can get more opportunities to see me and I'll offer you help with your pronunciation and your English. You can also find me on podcast streaming services. You just have to look for the English Like a Native podcast. I also have services to help you with your English speaking practice, your fluency, or your pronunciation. You just have to head over to the website, englishlikeanative.co.uk. So I am able to help all of you in one way or another. Now we are on number 12. It's going to take a while, isn't it? Okay, so we've had excuse me. I'm sorry. That's okay. No problem. See you later. Have a nice day. Take care. What's your name? How's the weather? It's raining. It's cold. And the last thing that we might say, but not so often, is it's hot. It's hot. We've got that contraction again. It's hot. It's hot. Now, notice I'm making lots of space. What I often hear from students with this phrase is hat. Hat. It's hat. But we want a nice rounded oh. I always think about, this is an easy one to remember for me because I think about a potato. If you put a hot potato in your mouth, you'd go, this is the shape you need. Ho, oh, 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 hot. It's hot. So you're blowing air with the H over the rounded mouth for ho, ho, ho. You just need to remember to put the T on the end. Hot, hot. Okay? It's really important when you're thinking about your English pronunciation to put the endings of words in. Too often they're dropped, and that's because we put more emphasis on word endings in this language than would be in other languages. So that's something to really focus on, is the word endings. It's hot. It's hot. It's not something I've said this year very much at all, because I think we've only had 1 or 2 hot days this year so far. And Fabrice, it's whether the weather be hot or whether the weather be cold. You're thinking about that fantastic tongue twister. So it's whether the weather be hot or whether the weather be cold. We'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it. No, that's wrong. Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. If someone can find that tongue twister on Google and post it in the comments, I'll show it to everybody. It's a fantastic tongue twister to practice your W's as well as your THs. And obviously the O sound if you struggle with that. So if someone can look up whether the weather and post it in the comments, I'll share that on screen for everybody. So another thing that you'll probably say at some point, very important thing to deal with. Hungry. Hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So remember, I said it earlier, we want to make sure you are important. Therefore, if you're talking about I, don't shorten it to ah. You make the most of it. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Feed me. So I'm hungry. So this phonetic symbol, ha, ha. It's slightly lighter. We don't want a deep I'm hungry. You might hear that in northern dialects, in northern accents, hungry, but we want a more neutral I'm hungry. I always do this. I'm hungry. I'm hung. And you'll notice the NG sound. But then we do release it for hunger. And we do pronounce the R here. Hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Some people, you may have heard the slang. Some people get angry when they're hungry. And some people have merged these two words together and created the word hangry, to be hangry. But don't don't confuse the pronunciation of hangry and hungry. So I'm hangry, which is when you're angry because you're hungry. I'm hungry, feed me. Hangry. Or you're hungry. Hungry. I'm hungry, actually. It is lunchtime, to be fair. Another thing that may accompany your hunger is thirst. So you'd say, I'm a voiceless th, thirsty. Now, we do not pronounce the R in the word thirsty. Oh, that didn't post. Oh, no, it's on screen. It's fine. So we have this vowel, which is very common. It's in words like shirt, word, work, her, lots of words that have this troublesome vowel sound. It's a long vowel. I always call it the letterbox because we are kind of like sideways opening, sideways opening, like a wide opening, but this way. Very neutral tongue. Thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. What am I going to do? And it's hot, but it's raining. What am I going to do with my life? Oh, okay. So another thing you might complain about, and something that's commonly mispronounced, is if you haven't had a good night's sleep or if you've had a very busy day, then you might be tired. Notice we don't pronounce the R. Tired. I often hear tired, but that's not correct. We never say that. So it's always tired. Tired, tired. I'm important. I'm tired. So you have this I diphthong twice. I'm I'm tired. Okay. Fantastic. Number 16, a really important thing to be comfortable with saying. Some people feel uncomfortable saying this. It's I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Really important to be able to say this, whether it's in your own language or in English. I don't understand. There's no shame in it. You're not going to be judged for saying it, but it's much better to own up to not understanding rather than sitting there nodding, saying, oh, I understand, and then not being able to interact properly because you don't understand what's going on. So important, I don't. Now, don't is often mispronounced as don't because it looks like a short O, but it's not. It's an O. I don't. I don't. I don't under. Now, the T will carry over because there's a vowel sound starting the next word. So I don't under. I don't under. Tunder. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. You might hear some people drop the T in spoken English. I don't under. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I would recommend always working towards keeping these final plosives in place, at least while you're learning. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand. And then you might need to say, can you help me? Oh, I've put both. Oh no, ignore me. I don't know why I've done both there. Let me do that again. So Rajan, you said THR is the most difficult for me. And whenever we pronounce sounds like THR, like through, I need some assistance. Through. So can you pronounce both sounds individually? So the TH or V and the R. So it's just The tricky thing is moving from one to the next and doing it fast. That's why it's difficult. So you just have to practice the individual sounds next to each other. Th, th, and then you have to work, once you're comfortable with both positions, work moving from one to the other. Through, through, three, thread. Okay. It is tricky. It just takes time to build a new habit for the tongue. Often, if it's a new sound to you or a new connection between two sounds, your tongue has to build up the muscle memory to make those sounds nice and easily. Okay. So where did I put it? Here we go. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Now, can quite easily be reduced to its weak form. So you'd have can. Here it's written in strong form. Can you help me? Can you help me? I might say this to my children if I'm being emphatic. Can you help me, please? I'm tidying up all your toys on my own. Can you help me? But often in just general relaxed spoken English, can will often be reduced to can. Can you? Can you? Can you help me? Can you help me? And actually, the P would probably be dropped in help. Can you help me? Can you help me? Help me. Can you help me? Can you help me? Sorry, can you help me? I'm really struggling with this program, this computer program. I don't know how it works. Can you help me? Can you help me? Notice how one moves into the other. Can you help me? Can you help me, please? Fantastic. So something that we often use when we're out and about, especially if you are in London, is you may need to spend a penny. To spend a penny is an old-fashioned idiom, meaning that you need to use the toilet. And so you might ask, where is the toilet? Now, actually, where is would most likely be reduced to a contraction. Where's the toilet? Where's the toilet? There are different ways we can say this. We might say, where's the loo? So loo is kind of a relaxed, informal way of saying toilet. Now, when we say toilet, we don't, obviously we mean the physical item of furniture that you sit on, but often toilet or toilets is referring to the room where the toilets are held. Okay, so some people feel uncomfortable or feel like it's rude or crude to say toilet because they're thinking of the object, the item of furniture. But actually, when we say toilet or toilets, we're talking about the location, the place, the room that will have the word toilets written on the door. So those are the toilets. You could use WC, but people don't tend to use that anymore. WC stands for water closet. We don't use that. You may see it written on some doors, WC, but again, it's spoken English. It's not the thing that we say. So loo, toilets, or toilet. Sometimes we say bathroom, even though there isn't a bath in in any public toilets. But sometimes we say that if we feel uncomfortable about saying the word toilet. So where's your bathroom? It just feels like it's a bit more polite. So to be honest, if I was in a really posh hotel or something, I might say bathroom. Sorry, where's your bathroom? Where are the bathrooms? And yeah, it's just one of those things that we do, the weird things that we do. We say bathroom, even though there's no bath. We don't use restroom in this country. That's very American. If you said restroom, then I imagine most people would know what you mean, but we don't use it. It's not one of those American influences that has taken hold here. Okay. Do you ever use the word John? No. I need to use the John. Again, I think that is still an American thing. Again, I know what it means. I've heard it, but we don't use it here. Are there any other questions that I've missed on this? No. Okay. So Where is the toilet? So the oi diphthong we haven't come across yet. Oi, oi, toy. Just like a toy that you play with. Toilet. We have that schwa replacing the final vowel in the word toilet. It's not toilet. 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 Lut. Lut. Toilet. Where is the toilet? Or where are the toilets? Where are the toilets? Okay, so let's move on from the loo. And here's a question that you may need to ask if you want to know the price of something. How much is it? Or how much is this? How much is this? Hi, excuse me, sorry. How much is this? How? Again, we have the ow. How much? Now, much has that vowel, not the o, but much. Ch is it's not soft like shh, which is what I hear sometimes. Mush, mush. If something is mush, it's very different. If something is mush, then it's like ice cream might go to mush, or you could be mushy if you're being all soft. So it just means when something starts to melt, it becomes mush. Okay, much, as is written here, there, much with a ch. We have to have a stronger ch sound, ch. So it almost like sounds like a T, ch, but you just have a little bit of air escape beforehand. Ch, 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 ch. How much? How much is this? How much is? So the ch goes into is, chiz. How much is? How much is? How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? Again, you've got the tricky thing of the Z sound from the S of is, into the TH of this. Is this. How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? Okay. Moving from the is to the is uncomfortable for me if I want to say it smoothly. So is this. One thing you can do, just testing it, one thing you can do is kind of cheat it. So rather than doing a very clean z back here, z to a full v, is you can kind of almost place it on the back of your teeth. This is this. So it's almost like I'm placing it there behind the teeth, making it a dental sound. Is this. So it's not clean, but it's fine because it's moving. Is this. So just maybe work on that one. Can we say where are the toilets in the plural, or do we always say it in the singular? Yes, Fabrice, we can say where are the toilets? Or where is your loo? Where is your loo? Where are the loos? Okay. Please could you show us the difference between the pronunciation of tired and tide? So I'd, I'd. We have this additional schwa. I in tired, tie. So we have the I and then a schwa, d. D. I'm tired. Tide just has the diphthong I straight into D. I'd. Tied. Tired. Yeah, so it's an extra vowel sound is the difference. Hope that helps. Okay, we're up to number 20 of our list. So this one is, can I have the bill, please? Although the universal gesture for can I have the bill is this. Excuse me. And then the waiter will go, yes, I'll bring you the bill. But if you want to say it, then you'd say, can I? So here it's all written strong form. Can I have the bill, please? But as I said before, often. Can is weak. So we have can I, can I, can I have, can I have. Have is where your stress is going to be. Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill? The bill. They join together. The bill. The bill. Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? Think about the stress. Can I have the bill, please? Excuse me. Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? Okay. So the only thing to note here is the dark L in bill, bill, bill. You don't want it to be light like bill, bill. If L isn't in your native language, you're likely to do a light L like that. But we want more of the tongue up for a dark L. Ooh, just relax it. So the tongue tip is still touching the roof of the mouth at the front. But do that and then relax the jaw, bring everything up a little. From there, light L at the front, dark L, bill, bill. Can I have the bill, same again, dark L, please. And then a Z on please. Can I have the bill, please? Okay, so something I ask all the time is, what's the time? What's the time? What's contraction? What's the? Again, you've got an S going into a TH, tricky. What's the time? Now, I bring this one up. It's a common phrase, but also the word time. This I can be tricky, and often people start to sound like they have a bit of a Cockney accent because they go time, time, time. And it's just about the opening vowel, or the opening part of the diphthong, I. Notice in time, notice the mouth opens up, the tongue is low for and it brings, the tongue brings itself back up. I'm. You want space, otherwise it's I'm. And that's what I hear a lot. You want more space than that. I'm. Time. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time where you are? That's what I ask all the time, because I'm regularly on the phone to my fluency students. So people who buy my package that helps them to achieve fluency, I'll get on a one-to-one call with them, make sure I learn who they are and what their goals are, talk to them about how I can help them. And I will first of all say to them, what's the time where you are? So I can understand what our time difference is. What's the time now? What's the time where you are? Okay. Next, something my children actually ask me every single day. What day is it today? What day is it today? Mummy, what day is it today? Now, I normally ask this question too, but when I say day, I mean date. So sometimes I'll say day, meaning date. What's the date? What's the number of this day in this month? What's the date today? Or what's the day? What day is it today? Is it the 5th? It's the 7th. Oh, no. Do you know why I asked this question? Any guesses? It's usually when I'm stood in the fridge. And it's usually because I'm looking at something and I've noticed the date on the item of food that I'm looking at. And usually I'm thinking, oh, this might be out of date. So I go, what day is it today? It's the 8th. Oh, no. We're going to eat out of date food again. I hope it's okay. Have a sniff. See if it smells all right. And then we can eat it. Okay. So any questions coming through that are unrelated to pronunciation, please hold to the end and I'll do questions at the end. Okay. If you are here right now and enjoying this, please take a moment to leave a like. Make sure you're following so that you can be notified of upcoming lessons and other live streams. and feel free to get involved. So what day is it today? Now, notice today we have the weak vowel at the beginning. So it's not today, it's today. What day is it today? Eshan, you've said, what day is today? We could say that. Yeah, there's nothing incorrect about that. We don't say it that often. What is today? You would use that if someone is suggesting that there's something going on today and you don't know what they're talking about. Why? What is today? What's happening today? It's our anniversary. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's okay. No problem. Yeah. So what is today would normally be used for questioning if today is special in some way. What is today? Graduation day. Oh gosh, it's graduation day. Okay. So what day is it is actually asking, is it Monday? Is it the first of the month? What day is it today? Okay. Today. Let's move on. Something you would ask regularly from your colleagues, your friends. What are your plans for the weekend? I often ask my students this we have a Telegram group for all my students, and we have a bit of chit chat every now and again. And I say, hey guys, what are your plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the week sound on for? We always say for the week, not wick, but weekend. What are, and notice, what are your, there's no R there. We don't pronounce the letter R. R, it's just a long vowel. R. What are your plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? However, I have to say, with this particular phrase, it's quite common to weaken the word are to simply a schwa. What a, and it joins to what. What are your plans? You might even weaken your to ya. What are your plans? What are your plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? So that's how you might say it or hear it said in fast, free-flowing spoken English. What are your plans for the weekend? Okay, so what are your plans for the weekend? Do you have any plans? I know we have a whole week to get through first, but some of you may be extra organized and may have your plans in place already. All right. So one that you would say to someone that you care about, and hopefully you say it on a regular basis, is I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. This all joins up. There's no break. Remember, important. So make the time, make the space. Lytel. Not I lo or I lo. I love. And this goes straight into love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to make sure that with the V, you're really vibrating and voicing that sound. We don't want I love you. I love with a soft F sound. We want I love you. I love. You want to feel the vibrations of that love. Okay? It's important. It should massage your lip because it's so passionate. I love you. I love you. I cannot tell you how many times I give this note in my pronunciation assessments for pronunciation course students if they're doing an assessment. I think 8 times out of 10, I give the note of voice or vibrate your V, because it's either voiceless, like that. There's no voice, and it needs voice. Otherwise, it's an F. Or it's got no vibration. So it might be the, which starts to make it sound like another plosive, like a B or something. The. It's indistinguishable. So you want to add vibration. You're not just voice, but vibration as well. Okay? Okay, great. So something you may need to ask if someone has been unwell or if they have some big news that's maybe life-changing, you would ask them, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you, now I've written this strong for you, but actually thinking about it when I say it out loud, how do you, you could do it either way. So you can either be fully you, or it could be a weakened ya. How do you feel? How do you feel today? So there I've got do is d and you is y. Both of them are weak. That's not what's written. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? How do you feel? If you want to really emphasize you, maybe someone said to you, my partner has decided that we should move house and we're going to move to a different country. He said, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, my partner thinks it's really going to be a great thing for us and our life. He thinks it's going to be really fun. Oh, your partner thinks that, but how do you feel? So if you're wanting to emphasize that you want to know about their feelings as opposed to someone else's feelings, then you put the stress on you. How do you feel? And in which case, you would be strong. Ooh, not weak. How do you feel? I'm interested to know, how do you feel about this? If you're in a meeting and everyone's discussing plans for something, or maybe everyone's discussing another colleague who has been hard to work with lately, and everyone's putting in their opinions, but someone's sitting quietly in the corner, then you might say, Daniel, how do you feel about this member of staff? How do you feel? Tell me, I'm interested. Okay. Just being aware there of the L in feel. It's a dark L. Feel, la, 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 tongue up on the roof of the mouth. Okay. Right. So let me go on to the next word. We are halfway through. Yes. Gosh, this has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. If you are enjoying this, please take a moment to leave a like, maybe a love. I hope you're finding it useful. You might ask, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Wrong. Now, wrong is an interesting one. We do not pronounce the W. We go straight into a r, wrong. And the back of the tongue is high for the NG. Wrong, wrong, wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? This is a really common question. So if someone seems agitated, upset, and if you know them, even if it's at work, you might say, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? It's just a quick and easy way of questioning and finding out what's going on, why they seem upset, what's wrong. You might also say, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Now, because this is the start of a phrase, you'd more likely go with the strong version of are. Are. Notice I don't pronounce the R. Are you? Are you okay? Are you okay? And then if you are okay, or if you don't want to talk about how you're feeling, then you'd reply with, I'm fine. I'm important. I'm fine. Now, it has to be a big I. I, same diphthong. I'm fine. So big space. I'm fine. Thank you. Tha, tha, thang, thang, thang. Back of the tongue is going up. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Again, you have to take the tone as to judge whether or not this person is really meaning what they say. I'm fine, thank you, or I'm fine, thank you. Then then that version, that last version means I don't want to talk about it. I'm annoyed or upset about something. So, another thing that's often said is that's interesting. Now, this could be used if you think something is genuinely quite interesting. So, someone has just told you about a piece of news that you are interested in. Oh, that's interesting. So, for example, if you had only, if you have been locked away for the last few years and you haven't heard about AI, and you come back into the world and someone says, by the way, have you heard of ChatGPT and all the things it can do? Then you'd probably respond with, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting can also be used to kind of indicate to someone that you're listening to them when they're talking about things. You might not actually be interested, but if you use this with the right kind of tone, it gives them the right cues to keep talking. And so it makes someone feel good. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, very good. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. You got the T straight into the R, so we don't want interest, just interesting. Interesting. That's interesting. Very good. We also say quite commonly, that sounds good. That sounds good. And this might be in response to someone making plans. So let's launch this product at the end of the month. I'll look after all the marketing plans if you just make sure all the technical things are in place. That sounds good. That sounds good. That means you're happy with those plans. It's a confirmation. You're saying, yes, I'm happy. That sounds good. Okay. That sounds good. Now I've written the T here in the phonetics, that, but actually when saying out loud, that sounds, I drop that T quite naturally. That sounds, that. So I do what's called like a glottal, a hold. That sounds good. Good. Notice the word good is not good. It's not good. This is a note I give often in my pronunciation assessments. Double O here is a g. Good. Good. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay. Next. When you understand something, then you would respond with, I see. Ah, I see. So if someone says to you, my work that I've been putting in lately has been really bad. Okay. So you're looking at all my videos on YouTube and going, Anna's videos have gone downhill lately. They're really quite poor. Obviously, this is a hypothetical situation. So Anna's videos are terrible on YouTube at the moment. What is she doing? And then I come onto a live stream and I say, guys, I've been so poorly. I've been really under the weather. You know, it's been raining lots and I've been under the weather and my children have been under the weather. I've just found it very hard to cope with the workload. Now you understand the situation. Now you understand why those videos are so bad. And so you'd say, I see. Okay. So it's an acknowledgement of receiving information, saying that you understand. I see. Okay. All right. I see. Nice long E sound. Oh, hello. Hi. Another question. One word, very common. Really? 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 Now, this could mean a lot of things. It can mean you're shocked. Really? Oh, no way. Really? Really? It could mean that you don't believe what's being said. Really? Really? I So you're saying that Daniel is sick. He's really sick. He's in bed. Really? I just saw him heading into town. He looked fine to me. Okay. So it could be used for a multitude of things. I'm just trying to think of another situation, but my mind has gone blank. But pronunciation wise, really, really. We've got that L again. Really, really. But this is a bit lighter. Lee, really. I always think of the name Lee. It's quite common in the UK. Lee, really, really, really. Okay. Another thing you'll hear a lot in English conversation, British conversation. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We say this a lot. I say it a lot. So my children, oh mummy, I fell over. Oh no, what happened? Or I come in and I realize I left something in the oven and the oven's still on and now there's smoke billowing out of the oven. Oh no. You watch the football and you think you're winning, and then a goal just slips past the ball, just slips past the goalkeeper, and now you're drawing, which means you're going to be kicked out of the competition. Oh no. Okay, so there's lots of scenarios for using oh no. It can be in sympathy, it can be in horror, it can be in complete disbelief. Oh no. Okay, but just making sure that we're doing those diphthongs. Oh no. You don't want oh no, or oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How do you pronounce the town Bury in Manchester? Bury. I think in the north some say Bury. Bury. I say Bury. Berry, like a berry, like a blueberry, berry. Congratulations. You, like you and me. Congratulations. Congratulations. We'd say this obviously when we hear someone's good news. They've passed their exams, they've passed their driving test, they are expecting a child, they are getting married, they've just got the promotion, they got into university, their visa has come through. Whatever it is, congratulations. Sometimes we use it in sarcasm as well. So if someone is boasting about something and you are not happy with them for whatever reason, you'd say, congratulations. Or if you're having an argument and they say, now I understand. I understand. Oh, congratulations. You understand. Well done. Obviously, in complete sarcasm. But most of the time it's positive. Congratulations. Good. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's another one. Somewhere in the world, every single day is someone's birthday. This is tricky for many people to pronounce. If it's your birthday, please let me know in the comments. If it's your birthday today and you're watching, I mean, I would be honored if you're watching me on your birthday. But do let me know in the comments if you are watching and it's your birthday. How do we say it? Happy birthday. We have that letterbox vowel sound. No R. We don't say Birth. TH. Birthday. 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 So I tend to hear things like birthday, birthday, but we just want no R. It's actually easier. Relax the tongue. Birth, birth, birthday, birthday, birthday. The tricky thing is the TH to the D. Birthday, birthday. You just have to be quick. A lot of tongue action. Okay, another thing you might say to someone if they're doing something that they feel nervous about or they're hoping for a good outcome on is good luck. Again, we have the double O in good. Remember, good, not good. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Tricky one. Tricky for me. Is the word congrats correct in place of congratulations? Yeah, that's common as well. We can say congrats instead of saying congratulations. However, I would encourage you, if you're saying congrats because you're not confident about the pronunciation of congratulations, I would say don't bury your head in the sand. Don't hide from what's hard. Work on the pronunciation of congratulations and use it as often as you can. Once you're confident with both, then you can just say congrats. Congrats. That's amazing. Congrats. Okay. So we had good luck. And now you might also tell someone to have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. This is tricky because V and F are the same position. One is voiced, one is voiceless. Have fun. So they kind of mold into the same sound. Have fun. And the V actually is almost swallowed by the F. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Okay, darling, have fun. See you later. I love you. Good luck. Have fun. Okay. Circumstances. Sir, letterbox. Sir, not sir. Sir, come. Circumstances. Circumstances. That's a good one. Okay. So pronunciation questions you can throw at me, but other questions, let's just hold to the end. Something we say a lot is, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now, it depends on the context and the tone as to what this means. You might be looking at someone and thinking, they're doing it wrong. So let's say someone's fixing a car, a mechanic, and they're doing something really odd that you've never seen anyone do before. So you might say, what are you doing? Sometimes I will leave my children getting ready for bed while I pop into the other room to fold up some laundry or something. And I come back and maybe they've made a den or they're wearing their underpants on their head or they're doing something really silly. And I'll come in and say, what are you doing? I told you to put your pajamas on and pick a book for bedtime. What are you doing? This is a really common question. What are you doing? Or you might ask what someone's doing on a particular day if you want to find, or in the afternoon, if you want to maybe meet them for coffee or make plans with them. What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing this afternoon? What are you doing for lunch? Oh, I'm not doing anything. I was just going to have a sandwich at home. Come and meet me at the cafe. Okay. What are you doing? Oohing. What are you doing? Okay. This is an interesting one. Environment. Now, Cambridge Dictionary will tell you that it's environ with an N, environment. But I can tell you that that's not how most people say it. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say environment. If you can find an example, I'll happily eat my hat and admit that I'm wrong. But I don't hear people say environment. I hear environment. Sometimes dictionaries are slow to adjust to common usage. So they are very good, obviously, they're an official piece of literature, works, but I wouldn't take everything as gospel. That's a phrase that means take it as absolute truth. Common usage isn't always reflected as fast within the dictionaries. Substitute, 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 substitute. Okay. Luxury, luxury, luxurious, luxury, luxurious. Okay. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Now there you've got a T in what going into the D in did. So you have two plosive sounds, voiced plosives. Oh no, sorry, T is unvoiced. What did d. They're in the same position and they're both plosive. So if you were to pronounce both together, it would feel awkward. What did? What did? What did? So we don't do that. What we do is we drop the T in. My stomach is rumbling. I hope you can't hear it. We drop the T in what, and we go what, and then we say d, 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 strong D in did. What did? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do for lunch yesterday? What did you do last night? What did you do on your birthday? Or, oh, you look guilty. What did you do? Okay, fantastic. All right, I'm going to move on. Just hold your questions for a minute. You might ask when someone is leaving the house or when they're heading off, you might say, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are? Now, I haven't written it here either, but you might have a linking R. So sometimes we do pronounce the R. So normally in where, we wouldn't pronounce the R. Where? I've lost my keys somewhere. Where? Where have you lost them? Well, somewhere in the house, because I definitely had them to drive home and now I can't find my keys. So where? Where? No R. However, if where, a word where the R is silent, is then followed by a word that begins with a vowel sound, then we would have a linking R. Where are? Where are? Where are you going? It doesn't have to be there. It could be where are you going? You might ask your teenage daughter as she sneaks out late at night, where are you going? But if you're going to link them together, where are, you'd put a linking R in there. Where are you going? Okay, we're up to 40. Now, if a group or a person mentions doing something, or if simply someone is sitting in a cafe, a bar, or a restaurant, if they're sitting, I was going to say alone, but it could be a group of people, and you want to go and join them, then you'd ask the question, can I join you? Can I join you? Is it okay? Can I join you? Hi. Are you okay? Hi. Can I join you? So, can I? Here, you could weaken it, as I mentioned before. Can I? Or it could be strong. Can I? And that's usually, if it's strong, it's suggesting that you're asking for permission in a more realistic way. Because sometimes you just say, can I join you? And you're not expecting them to say no. But sometimes you're genuinely asking, is it okay if I join you? Or are you having a serious talk? Is it better if I leave? So in that case, you might ask more strongly, can I join you? But if it's just generally being polite, but expecting that you can stay, you'd say, can I join you? Join. J is a j, not a j sound. Okay. Can I join you? Join you. Okay. Won't, want, won't, want, won't. Won't, want, won't. I think the first and the third are the same. Won't. Correct me if I'm wrong. Won't and want are the two that are different. Woe, you got O, and then O of want. Won't and want. Oh, what have I done? Okay, so I've definitely underestimated how long it would take me to get through this list. Thank you for if you're still here, having been here from the beginning, then let me know in the comments if you've said, just write from the top if you were here from the beginning. So would you like some tea? This is something we often ask in the UK because we love tea. Okay, so if you come to the house, they say, would you like some tea? Would you like some, and not some, but some tea? Would you like some tea? Would you like? Notice how they run together. Would you like? Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea? I offered some mums who came to my house recently, I offered them some tea. And 3 of them said, yes, I'll have some tea. And I was like, okay, I'll make a pot of tea then. So rather than individual mugs of tea, I made a pot of tea. And I noticed that I had some loose leaf tea. So normally we have tea bags for individual cups. But I have some loose leaf tea. I thought I'll make a pot of loose leaf tea. And it was horrible. So I served everyone's tea and they're all drinking it going, lovely, thank you. Because we don't like to be impolite. We think being direct and open and honest can be rude. So we tend to just keep our mouth closed and just smile and nod. And they did, but I knew it was disgusting. So when I asked them a second time, would you like some more tea? They all said, that's okay, thank you. Okay. So you might, if you don't necessarily have tea, or if you have more than tea, then you might simply ask, would you like a drink? So if someone comes to your house, normally you'd ask, would you like a drink? Would you like a rather than a or a? It would be schwa, a. Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink? Or would you like anything to drink? Would you like anything to drink? Now, if someone's offered you food, but you've recently eaten, or someone's offering you more food, maybe you finished your plate and they're offering you some more, you say, I'm full. I'm full. This is how we say that we've had enough to eat and we don't want any more. Maybe we don't have room for more. Maybe someone's saying, would you like to have dessert? Might be the waiter. Any desserts? I'm full. Thank you. I'm full. Full. Make sure you get that dark L. Full. Bit of a tricky one. I'm full. If you have been sitting looking at the menu in a restaurant for a while, the waiter or waitress might come over and say, are you ready to order? And you say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. 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 I'm important. I'm ready. Okay, we can use it in other contexts as well. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to leave the house? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready? Do you have your coat on? Do you have your keys? Do you have your bag? And if you're about to leave and you realize you've forgotten something, you might say, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Waiter. Waiter. That sounds like waiter in a bar or a restaurant, a waiter. No, it's different, but it sounds the same. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So the word minute, ignore that you. We don't say minwit or minuit or anything like that. Minute, minute, minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And you do want to pronounce the T in wait because you've got vowel sounds on either side. You don't want waiter, which you will hear in regional accents, but I encourage you to put it in. Wait a minute. Okay. For I'm full, can you say I'm stuffed? Yes, of course. You can say, no, thank you. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. I'm satiated. I'm satiated. Yes, or I'm satisfied, or I've had enough. I think there's another one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Okay, I am very hungry. Wait a minute. I feel like we've had this. Have I doubled up? I feel like we've covered I don't know. Oh, I don't understand. That's why it feels familiar. So I don't know. I don't know. I say this a lot. My son is really into Pokemon at the moment, so he's always saying, "Mummy, what's this Pokemon called?" Or "Mummy, what does this Pokemon evolve into?" I, I don't know. There are like hundreds, I think maybe thousands of Pokemon. And I try to learn a few of the basics, but I really honestly don't know most of them. And especially when it comes to which Pokemon evolves into what. I don't know. I need to swat up on my Pokemon. I need to spend some time studying the world of Pokemon so I can have a conversation with my boy. So I don't know. So you got diphthongs there. I, O. If you just take away all the consonants, work on those sounds. I, O. I don't know. Okay. And make sure you put the D on don't. Otherwise you have I often hear I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, we're near the end. We're near the end of the list, and then I can do some dialogues with you. What's the matter? What's the matter? Earlier we had what's wrong? What's wrong? Now we have what's the matter? What's the matter? So if someone comes running into the office and says, Anna, where's that report? I don't know. Why? What's the matter? What's the matter? Why do you seem stressed? What's the matter? So it's just another way, a very common way of saying what's wrong. What's the matter? Matter. Remember, ER endings are usually replaced with a schwa. Matter. Matter. Not mate. In Argentina, they drink mate. This is matter. What's the matter? You might also say, what's up? What's up? You can ask this question. If someone phones you and says, hi, are you busy at the moment? No. Why? What's up? So what's up can mean what's wrong. So if someone's upset, just like we've said before, we can use what's the matter or what's wrong or what's up. But what's up can simply just be, why are you contacting me? What do you need? Tell me. Proceed and talk to me. Ask me whatever question it is you want to ask. What's up? So I often, if someone calls me and they obviously want to talk to me about something, even if they sound very happy, I'll probably say, what's up? Why are you calling? What's up? I wouldn't say, why are you calling? Because that sounds a bit rude. But I would say, what's up? How can I help? What's up? Okay, so 2 more to get to the end of the list. You might say, well, nothing's up. Nothing's up. That means nothing's wrong. Nothing's up. But I'm bored. I'm bored. Now, there are lots of different things you could say. I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I added this one to the list. My son says this all the time. I'm bored. Usually when he wants to watch Pokemon and I say, no, we've had enough screen time. They go, but I'm bored, Mum. But I brought this up mostly because of the pronunciation. Bored. So we just have that long or. We don't add the R sound in there. Bored. Bored. Hopefully you're not bored and you're enjoying this live stream, even though it's gone on for nearly 2 hours. If you are still here, please make sure that you have at some point given a like or a love, and make sure you're following if you need more help with your English and pronunciation. So click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications if you're on YouTube, or click follow if you are on Facebook. So I'm bored. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully when you hear that I'm doing another live stream, you'd say, I'm excited. I'm excited. 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 Notice the ed. Id. Id. Not excited. Excited. I'm excited. What are you excited about? Okay, so I'm excited that we've come to the end of the list. Now, could you please pronounce 33 and a third, or and the third you put there? 33 and the third. 33. The problem with this sound, besides the TH, is usually this word, not sound. The problem with this word is normally the E on the end of 30. So when you're saying any numbers like 20, 30, 40, 50, often I hear students dropping the E on the end. So I'll hear 33, 34, 35, rather than 33, 34, 35. So making sure you have that E staying in place even when you're past the full 10. So 30 is normally fine. It's when you add the next number, 31, 32, 33. Okay, and the word third, third. We don't pronounce the R. It's a wide letterbox sound. Third, third. Yes, and the joke, Sergi, you're in Ireland. And they always have this joke about Irish people. Well, it's just it's a funny, I guess funny. Don't like to use the word funny because I don't like to joke about accents, but it's often used in comedy. There's a very big difference between 33 and a third in an RP accent, whereas in Irish it's more like 33 and a third, 33 and a third, depending on the type of Irish accent. So it's very different and can have humorous effect. So if you have a question, now is the time to ask. Okay, I've learned a lot from your videos. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're welcome. I have a question. What will I pronounce? So how to pronounce, or how can I say, how to pronounce you've. You've. Now, for this one, think about the letters UV. We often talk about UV lights, UV rays. You've got to protect yourself from the UV lights, from the UV rays of the sun. UV. You've. If you just shorten UV and take the E off the end, you've got the contraction you've. Okay, I hope that helps. Could you show the difference between bored and bored? There is no difference. Bored. We were playing board games and I was bored. I was bored while playing board games. Board games are boring. Okay, it's exactly the same. Now, I'm going to share an invite link to invite a couple of you to come on and join me. Please make sure you're in a quiet space, that you have a strong connection, that you have video and audio that's nice and clean. You need headphones. So if you have all that, then you are welcome to come and join. I can't give space to everyone, but the link I've just shared now. So come into the waiting room and we're going to do a little dialogue. Okay, so let me go through the dialogue. So the first one, we've got A and B. I'm imagining this is kind of in a restaurant. You're sitting at a table that's blowing a cold air through the air conditioning system and you're cold. So you say, excuse me, hello, excuse me. And then the waiter turns around, I'm sorry, I was in a world of my own. That's something we say when we're like daydreaming, when we're not present in the moment, in the space. We're kind of in our own head. So I was in a world of my own. No problem. Would you like a drink? No, thank you. Okay, then how can I help? It's quite cold here. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. Actually, yes, let's make that a contraction. I'm sorry about that. I'd offer you a different table, but we're full. Could you possibly turn the aircon off? Of course, I'll do it right away. Thank you. Okay, so no one's come in yet, but please do click on that link that I've shared in the chat now and come into the room if you'd like to go through this with me. I promise I will be kind. I don't bite. Okay, so while you're doing that, I will move on to the next dialogue. So we've got just two friends talking. What's the matter? I'm bored. It's raining out and I don't know what to do. So here I've said it's raining out. We often do that. We mean outside, of course, but we regularly just drop it and just say out. It's raining out. It's lovely out. It's nice out. Oh, it's awful out. So it's a common shortening that you'll hear in spoken English. So I'm bored. It's raining out and I don't know what to do. Well, I'm thirsty. Would you like some tea? No, I'm fine, thank you. Wait a minute. What day is it today? Monday the 8th. It's your birthday today, isn't it? Yep. Oh, happy birthday. Thanks a lot. What's wrong? Everyone has forgotten about my birthday. Really? Oh no, I made that the wrong thing. Really? What are your plans for the weekend? We could do something to celebrate if you're free. And then that will be B. That's okay. I appreciate the thought, but I'm going on a climbing trip. Oh, that sounds good. And then the final one, because I've done 3, is hello. Imagining someone's come to your house. Hello, it's great to see you. Come in, come in. How was your journey? B says, oh, traffic was awful. But I'm here now. Let me contract that. I'm here now. Little Tommy is desperate for the loo. Where is your toilet? Up the stairs, first door on the right. Thank you. I won't be a minute. No problem. So this is just another way of saying I won't take long. I'll be quick. Okay, I won't be a minute. Which is an unusual way to say I'll be quick, but that's what we say. A few minutes later, oh, this sunshine is glorious and it's hot. Just how I like it. Yes, we've been very lucky with the weather lately. What's the weather like over in Wales at the moment? Dismal. Really? Why? It's been raining for weeks. You wouldn't think it's July. I see. Well, at least you can soak up the sun while you're here. Okay, so there we go. Those are the 3 dialogues. I've got 2 volunteers in the chat room. I'm going to bring in Arvind.
Yes.
So, hello, hang on. I don't have headphones. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you again. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. What about you?
I'm great, thank you. Hungry, but other than that, I'm good. Okay, so let's do this dialogue together, Arvind. So you can be B, you can be the waiter first, and I'll be A. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was in a world of my own.
No problem.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Okay. Then how can I help?
It's quite cold here.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I'd offer you a different table, but we are full.
Could you possibly turn the aircon off?
Of course. I will do it right away.
Thank you. Good. Right away. Okay, so in the word away, you want this A sound, the diphthong A. And what I heard was away. So you just flattened and shortened the sound to and we want A. Okay, so say for me, right away.
Right away.
Very good. And remember, I think we worked last week on your, not last week, 2 weeks ago on your W's, didn't we, Arvind? So,
Yes.
so really making sure that you get the strong, rounded away, away, right away. Yeah.
Right away.
Good, good. The other thing for you is the word sorry. Sorry. I can't cast my mind back enough, but I think you were saying something more like sorry, sorry, doing more like an or. So we want a short oh, sorry, oh, ori, sorry. Can you do that for me? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That's it. Sorry. So it's just thinking like off for off and on, sorry, sorry. Just shorten it and make it a bit more abrupt. A sorry.
Sorry.
That's it. That's it. There was one more thing. Where was it? Let's do just one more time and it might come to me. So, excuse me. Hello, excuse me.
Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, no. You do the B again and I'll do A. So you go for your
Okay.
line.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was in a world of my own.
No problem.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. I was going to say yes,
Okay.
please. No, thank you.
Okay. Then how can I help?
It's quite cold here.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I'd offer you a different table, but we are full.
Okay, so that's what it was. It was the oh no. What I heard was oh no. Or so that's let me just make myself bigger here. Oh no. It's just making almost like a monophthong, like a one sound oh. And what we want is movement. Oh, oh.
Oh,
That's it. So it's moving from a bigger space to a smaller space. Oh no, rather than oh no. Okay.
oh, no.
Yeah. In the past, when people would have elocution lessons for English, they would literally put marbles in people's mouth to make them make more space inside the mouth. So when you're thinking about speaking English, you have to think like it's quite plummy, it's quite forward. And also there's more space. We drop our jaw more to make more space. So just having that in mind when you're thinking about English, thinking forward and wide. Oh no. And you almost have to make fun of the accent in order to get the extremities of the shapes and the sounds. But
Yes.
let's do the speech now, and we'll switch around. So you can be A this time.
Okay. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was in a world of my own.
No problem.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Okay, then how can I help?
It's quite cold here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. I'd offer you a different table, but we're full.
Could you possibly turn the aircon off?
Of course. I'll do it right away.
Thank you.
Good, 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 good. Arvind, while I've got you in here, I'm going to get you to do the second one with me, and then I'll try. I think I've got Rad in here as well, so I'll put. I'll change you over in just a second. So, if you do this one for me, I'll do. You can do A. I'll do B.
Okay. What's the matter?
And again, what's the matter?
What's the matter?
I'm bored. It's raining out, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm thirsty. Would you like some tea?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Wait a minute. What day is it today?
Okay, so what, so you did what, you kind of extended it and we want it short. What day? And day, this is the movement. So day and today. So we have day twice. So you want these two sounds. In fact, these two, you want length in these, okay? And movement. But this, oh, think about it like an O. Oh, this is short. Let's do that in blue. So what day is it today?
What day is it today?
Okay, so again, it's the same thing. It's the movement. So you're doing dare to dare. So you're doing length, but you're not doing shape change. You're doing dare, and we want day, day. So what's happening there is the back of it is still quite eh, 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 a. So the tongue is high for both sounds, eh and e, but the tongue is higher for e than eh. A, A, A. Okay. So we have to have that movement of the tongue. You're not doing movement, you're doing eh, today. And we want today, today. Yeah. So what day is it today?
What day is it today?
Much better. Fantastic. Really good. Well corrected. Okay. So Monday the 8th.
It's your birthday today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot.
What's wrong?
Everyone has forgotten about my birthday.
Really? What are your plans for the weekend? We could do something to celebrate if you're free.
That's okay. I appreciate the thought, but I am going on a climbing trip.
That sounds good.
Thank you. Okay, good, Arvind. Thank you so much for being a great volunteer. Thank you. I'm going to pop you back in the weight room. I possibly won't get a chance to come through again because I'm starving hungry. So I need to go and eat because my stomach is making so much noise. Rad, is that how I pronounce your name? Rad?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Am I pronouncing it correctly, Rad?
That's right.
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm fine. Fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay, are you up for reading some dialogues with me?
Okay.
Fantastic. So you can be A and I'll be B.
All right. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in a world of my own.
Oh, no problem.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Okay, then how can I help?
It's quite cold here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. I'd offer you a different table, but we're full.
Could you possibly turn the aircon off?
Of course. I'll do it right away.
Thank you.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Where are you from, Rad?
I'm from Jordan.
Right. Okay. Your accent is fantastic, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
Okay, let's do the next one then, because there's nothing really I picked up there. Maybe a little deviation on the word you, on the oo, but it was, pretty close. So nothing to help you with there. But let's keep going, and I might hear something I can help you with. Do you want to do B in this one?
Sure.
Okay. What's the matter?
I'm bored. It's raining out and I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm thirsty. Would you like some tea?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Wait a minute. What day is it today?
It's Monday the 8th.
It's your birthday today, isn't it?
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot.
What's wrong?
Everyone has forgotten about my birthday.
Really? What are your plans for the weekend? We could do something to celebrate if you're free.
That's okay. I appreciate the thought, but I'm going on a climbing trip.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So, just say this bit for me again.
I'm bored.
Okay, so there, you're going hard into the R. Bored. What we want is that long O vowel. Bored. Bored.
Okay, I'm bored.
That's it. Because you have an interesting. My mouth isn't working because I'm tired now. You have slight sounds of like an Irish accent.
Exactly. there's a story for that. If you allow me to say something
Of
about that.
course, of course.
So my father was an ex-military serviceman in the army in the early 1990s, and I
Yeah.
was a kid. Our next door neighbours were a family from Northern Ireland, so I picked up the accent. We lived
Yeah.
together for more than 4 or 5 years in a row.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean, it sounds, as you're speaking there in a really relaxed way, you just sound like you're from Ireland, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you. But, after that, I went through language attrition, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I lost contact with that Irish family. But I picked up again later, at a later stage when I was 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
But I kind of naturally picked up the language involuntarily, effortlessly when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, if I were you, I'd probably kind of stick with the Irish accent because it sounds so natural, and like it is it's also a part of your identity as well, in your background. But if you're interested in having the option to also do an RP accent, then having the awareness that the coloring of the R is one big difference between the Irish accent that you currently have and an RP accent. So if you were going, so like I can switch between my Northern accent and an RP accent, and go on.
Could I ask a question if you don't mind?
Sure.
What's the difference between RP and Queen's language, or the most prestigious variety spoken in England, as I understand?
Yeah. So there's what people use. Sorry, let me get my thoughts together. What people use most of the time now is we call it modern RP, because RP has moved on in the times from what it was as the Queen's English. So now most people refer to RP as modern RP because it's a softer, more gentler version of the Queen's English. So it's things like the word pour, for example. We now would use, if you're pouring water, in Queen's English, or like I would call it heightened RP. You may hear a slightly different vowel sound, which is to pour. I'm going to pour you a glass of water. Whereas we wouldn't say that now. It's kind of died out, that vowel, that sound. We normally just say pour, an easier long or vowel. So there's that difference. In Queen's English or heightened RP, everything is much tighter and much to the front, more clipped. Oh, hello, how are you? Lovely to see you here. It's tight. We always talk about like the royal family having quite tight, like a tightness, like a tension in the jaw, not as much space actually, and everything being quite articulate and far forward, whereas things have relaxed a lot more for modern RP.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, thank you, Raj. It's lovely to talk to you. I'm going to jump in with our last guest and then wrap this up, if that's okay. So thank you for being here. And the last person to come in, we have Alia. Is it Alia?
Yes. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Just thinking about my stomach now. I'm just ready for my lunch.
Thank you for the effort. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
It's okay. No, don't be silly. Don't be sorry at all. But there you go. You've used sorry. Like, we use these phrases all the time. Okay. I'm going to do B. I want you to do A for me. Okay.
Okay. What's the matter?
I'm bored. It's raining out and I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm thirsty. Will you like some tea?
No, I'm fine, thanks. Thank you.
Wait a minute. What day is today?
Monday the 8th.
It's your birthday today, isn't it?
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot.
What's wrong?
Everyone's forgotten about my birthday.
Really? What are your plans for the weekend? We could do something to celebrate if you're free.
That's okay. I appreciate the thought, but I am going on a climbing trip.
That sounds good.
Good. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Okay. I was just trying to write some notes while you were doing that. Can you just say this line again for me?
Okay. I'm thirsty. Would you like some tea?
Good. Okay. So all the way through, when I was saying I was talking about you're important, do the full sound rather than saying am, do I'm. So give it the full sound. I'm thirsty. And then the other thing is the D, make it stronger. Would you, rather than would you.
Okay. Would you?
Okay,
Okay.
so try that again for me. I'm thirsty. Would you like?
Yeah. I am thirsty. Would you like some tea?
Good, good. And then the other one is down here. Do this one for me.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Good. So make sure we're pronouncing the T, especially because the following sound is a vowel. So what are your plans? What are your plans for the weekend? And I'm also looking at weekend. What are your plans for the weekend?
What are your plans for the weekend?
Good. That's good. Fantastic. Okay. And
Thank
let's
you.
do this last one together. So you can be A and I'll be B.
Hello, it's great to see you. Come in, come in. How was your journey?
Traffic was awful, but I'm here now. Little Tommy is desperate for the loo. Where is your toilet?
Up the stairs, first door on the right.
Thank you. I won't be a minute.
No problem.
A few minutes later. Ah, the sunshine is glorious and it's hot, just how I like it.
Yes, we have been very lucky with the weather lately. What's the weather like over in Wales at the moment?
Dismal.
Really? Why?
Oh, it's been raining for weeks. You wouldn't think it's July.
I see. Well, at least you can soak up the sun while you are here.
Good. Very nice. And just being careful to make sure that you're trying to run the words together. So you are here. So what we have here with you into R is we have a linking W sound. You are here while you are here. Yeah. And
You are
actually,
here.
that's it. What you might even have is you were. It might be weakened. So you were here, because that helps to flow through to the third word. While you were here, while you were here.
You were here.
That's it. That's it. So that sounds different and more fluent than you are here. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
indeed.
about just finding the flow while you were here, while you were here.
You were here. Okay.
That's it. That's it. Lovely. I have no
Thank
other
you.
notes. That's really
Mhm.
good. Just it's that thing of just listening and mimicking and trying to find the flow, the stress, and the intonation.
Okay.
So thank you for joining. It was lovely to meet you. I'm just going to mention once again, guys, that we have daily content on the English Like a Native podcast. The podcast has its own YouTube channel. If you look for the English Like a Native podcast, then you should find it. Otherwise, on any streaming service. And the episodes are short enough to fit into your day, whether you're commuting, cleaning, cooking, or eating. They're around 15 minutes long, so it'll fit perfectly into your day. The more you listen, the better your output will be. So increase your input and it will improve your output. There's nothing wrong with accent, so don't be afraid to own your accent as well. We have to say that. But then if you also want to acquire the RP accent, there are additional things that can help you. I've got lots of videos on my YouTube channel that can help. I also offer a pronunciation assessment or pronunciation course. I also have a conversation club where you can practice your speaking on a regular basis while increasing your vocabulary. All the details for the services I provide are on the website, englishlikeanative.co.uk. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to everyone who has taken part either in the chat or live on the channel. I really appreciate you being here. And I'm going to go and have my lunch now.